في أكبر الكتب.
Well, good morning and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. The Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. I trust that you are well this glorious day. Ah, uh, the uh, the Republican nominee for president, Donald J. Trump, accepted his nomination last night. And Mr. Trump was able to do 90 minutes of speech last night to accept his award, and in it sometime like 11:30. Started I don't know what 10 o'clock or it was incredible. 10 he started a little after 10 and finished a little after 10 11:30. Yeah, you know what, and he was typical Donald Trump. He was a little bit more subdued, I think. My glasses are weird. A little bit more subdued than we're used to seeing him, but nailed all the points. Didn't really stutter, didn't really trail off, didn't do any of the things that we have been looking for in people that are losing their abilities. Didn't do any of that. Didn't name the wrong people. Didn't mispronounce any. He was typical Donald Trump. He was on target, and that has got, in my view, that's got the left scared witless because obviously what they did last night, the paid and the unpaid got on Twitter and got on Instagram and Facebook and all the socials, and what they did is they live tweeted the entire time because they had to make sure that for the people who are following them that they could attack this man at every single point. And you know what? It's the next day, 12, 13 hours from the end of his speech, and none of it's falling true. They are freaking out. As a matter of fact, there is talk on the socials that President Biden has already decided not to continue his campaign, and he is supposed to be lobbying for an open convention. Well, they're lobbying for chaos, which is perfectly normal for them because guess what? They are the father of chaos, so they need chaos to move forward. So that is what's happening now. It is Friday, and it's Friday at 12:30, 30 noon 30. Noon 30 is the phrase. And what we're going to do is, I for the past few days, and I had to wait really, um, but when I heard from out of the mouth of somebody that I know personally, saying that Donald Trump brought Saturday afternoon on himself. We kind of corrected the person gently, but the things that I've seen after the shooting and even today, and some of the clips that I'm going to play for you, you are going to go, "What the hell?" And if I may, this is part of what the left is so fearful of. I've told you for years that the left always tells you who they're afraid of, and they are terrified of Donald Trump. Terrified. Now they're not terrified because they are, American and he's a Nazi. And although you'll see a clip where recently I just pulled it off Twitter. Now remember I told you to archive everything you can because we want to make them look at their words. We want to make other people look at their words. Um, that she is still calling him a racist and a neo-Nazi. So if you call him a neo-Nazi, and the wrong person hears it, gets that in their brain, what do you think they'll do? What do you think they'll do? Could they do something crazy? Could they try something crazy? They could. So it is your words, and this is what we have to be careful of. It is your words that can create reality. The word of God says that the power of life and death is in the tongue. It also says no man can contain it. So these people speaking these things, not necessarily that they're speaking them into existence, but they're opening a door for crazy stuff to happen. When you could, and then you just can't say that. Well, I, I think that political violence, there's no place for it. You can't Pontius Pilate your way out of it. You can't. the things that you say in some people stick. I have to tell my own wife sometimes that, when she's just talking to relieve pressure, I hear her. I absolutely hear her. As a matter of fact, when I'm done with this and she gets off her important call, I got to go pressure wash front of the house. Got to. So this is, and I'm going to play some clips. It's going to be a few minutes, and I want you to, if you have a way to do that, I want you to archive them if you can, even if you just point your phone at the screen, because they're going to memory hold this stuff sooner than we can not have them do it. They're going to memory hold it as fast as they possibly can, so they can say, I never said that. That was taken out of context. La 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 la, freaking la. All right, we're going to start the barrage, and when it gets done, I'm going to come back and see what you think about it.
Absolutely. You guys are out here on the heels of the attempted Trump assassination. Can I get your reaction to what happened the other day?
Well, it's a shame the person missed, but it's ironic that the shooter was also a Republican, and I am scared about political violence.
You're scared of political violence, but you were hoping that he wouldn't have missed.
Yes.
Wow. Could you elaborate on that? I mean, many people are thankful that the shooter missed and could have led to a lot of conflict in the country.
Regardless if Trump is in power or not, he has a lot of influence, and that makes him a very dangerous person, and nothing will stop. And we want to live, and sometimes Thomas Jefferson wrote a letter that included one of my favorite quotes, that sometimes the tree of liberty needs to be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants.
Do you hope to see others also, if all that holds true, do you want to see others try what this young man tried at this Trump rally?
I don't know if it would do any good.
Okay, interesting, yeah. I see you have a crossbow over here. Can you tell me a little bit more about it and why you decided to bring it here? So you have I don't know what it is. It looks like a crossbow.
Yeah, it's a pistol crossbow. I don't like firearms. This is a much safer alternative, and it's used only for personal defense as an absolute last resort.
Wow.
I hope I never have to use it.
Why did you feel compelled to bring it here? Do you feel unsafe?
Very much so. I'm absolutely terrified to be here.
I had one last question for you since it caught my eye. I see you have a hammer and sickle tattoo. Can you tell me more about this tattoo?
I was born in the Soviet Union. I was brought here when I was a little kid, but it's just a symbolism of where I came from. No, I do not support Russia. No, I don't condone anything that it does or that Putin has done. I would consider myself more of a socialist, but it's just a symbol of where I was born.
Wow. It just continues, and it just continues. Now, here's something else that we have to be very, very wary of. What you see on the screen is a screenshot of a tweet that was put up a couple days ago. This is what it says. It says he should continue running for president. He should withdraw and allow his party to select a different candidate. And it says Donald Trump on the side. So we have overall 56 to 41% says that he should withdraw. Okay. And then only 26% of Republicans say so. Only 51% of independents say so. And of course, 86% of Democrats say so. Well, this is interesting, but the problem is, it's not the whole story. It's not even not even the all of the excuse me, not even the whole thing. Here's the whole thing. Most Republicans want Trump to stay in the race, while most Democrats say Biden should withdraw in favor of someone else. So you see the top that they showed you with the deceptive and misleading caption, and now you see the entire thing. Make sure that you do your best to document this kind of stuff and share it with people, and share it with the way, I'm making it easy. Share it just like I just did. Because right now, the Democrats are losing their snit. They are losing it. And here's what you do when they're losing it. You just keep playing. You know, my favorite college football coach is Bobby Bowden. Oh, you could probably tell, right? Why? Because Bobby learned early to keep playing. Some people said that he would run it up on people on teams of lesser ability. But what he learned is that you never take your foot off the gas, ever. Because that's when you get beat. Never. Florida State losing to Jackson State. The worst loss in Florida State history. Because you take your foot off the gas. So if you have to beat Nevada 84-14, and the meeting you have on Monday, it's why the hell did they score 14 points? How is that possible? If you score 84, they shouldn't ever score. That's the mentality you have to have. Keep your foot on the gas, folks. If you're involved in voter registration moves, continue to do that. Do not think for a second that anything is in the bag. If you're supposed to work at the polls, work at the polls. If you're supposed to go volunteer for candidates, even downline candidates, go do that. Never take your foot off the gas, ever. In sports, I don't find blowouts boring. I just don't ever find them boring. I'm watching to see if the team that's getting beat has any character. Will they keep playing? And what I'm sure about the Democrats and the left is they will never stop playing. They will never give up. They will never say, "Oh, this is too hard. Never mind." They never will. Ever. So in knowing that to be true, we must never quit. We must never quit. My name is Willie Lawson. This is The Morning Report. The Morning Report is production of fightbackmedia.com, 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 and fightbackmediatv.com. Until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.